Effective extraction is essential for maintaining reliability, cutter life, and finished part accuracy. Incorrectly setting up your extraction can also cause damage to your machine, so it is worth getting this part right. Your extractor can either be powered from SmartBench with the supplied extraction cable or from a separate power outlet. Powering your extractor from SmartBench can be useful, as this means that SmartBench can switch the extractor on and off automatically. However, depending on the power of your extractor, the power supply cable to SmartBench, shown here, might not be able to carry the extra load of your extractor. If this is the case, you will need to power your extractor from a separate power outlet, and it will need to be switched manually. So how do you know whether you can power your extractor from a SmartBench? There's a few things you need to know. So firstly, you need to know the power of your extractor, your SmartBench's operating voltage, and the region of your supplied power cable. Once you know these things, you can then reference these values to our lookup table to find out whether your extractor is within the limits of what you can power with SmartBench. In my case, I can find the power of my extractor on the electrical specification label. This extractor is rated at 1400 watts. I can find the operating voltage of my SmartBench on the electrical specification label on the X lower beam. This is a 230 volt model. And I know that my supplied power cable is of the UK region. Using our lookup table, I can use these values to understand what the maximum extractor power is that I can power through SmartBench. If I look at the table, it shows that the maximum extractor power that I can use in this case is 1578 watts. Since our extractor is 1400 watts, I can tell that it's well within the limit of what I can use with my SmartBench. If you have a more custom setup and require more technical information, or you want to see the latest version of this lookup table, it can be found on our knowledge base, and we'll leave a link in the description to this video. Before we do any electrical connections, we must ensure that SmartBench is turned off. To do this, press on the e-stop until you hear a click and the green band is no longer visible. We are now going to connect our 6 amp extractor to the SmartBench with the supplied extension cable. This plugs into the underside of the X lower beam in the socket closest to the extraction outlet. The extractor then plugs into the opposite end of the extension cable. Lastly, the extractor cable must be strain relieved in the clips on the home side of the lower X beam.